going on, Jerome's beautiful Saturday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, of course, the meme of the month came out yesterday. The Vikings released some behind-the-scenes draft videos, and Kevin O'Connell surprised Kwesi adofo-mensah. Kwesi's been growing a fantastic mustache. Like we're talking about like a Ned Flanders, Tom Selleck mustache, Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon mustache, and Kevin O'Connell decided to follow in kind. It's good. I love that they went out and they got a hair color specific mustache that matches pretty well. Pretty good. And of course, we have to run this thing into the ground because that's what we do. Mamma mia. It's looking good. Also, believe, hey, don't make me tap the sign. As well as not Joe man. I want to be a nacho man. I've started watching like some old school Simpsons episodes, like from the top 10 list. Those are so good, man. And just the references, the Easter eggs, just the small tiny jokes, like establishing shot on a building, and then there's like a joke on the sign. That's so good. It's so good, man. Anyways, but mustachio. Although I don't know. Like if things don't work out, do they become Wario? I don't know. Either way, I think we've talked about this. There's some early videos back in the day where I had a really gross mustache. I don't even know why. I think I did it just because the wife dared me to. But I cannot grow a beard. Which kind of stinks. But I can grow a very gross mustache. Now, I'm hoping. So we have two sons. And on the wife's side, the men in the family, some of the women, I should say that. They watch the channel. The men in the family are able to grow beards. So I'm hoping that carries over to my sons because Asians growing beards, it's a good look. It's a good look, man. And also, since I'm 70% Japanese tend to be able to grow beards, especially since I'm from like the northern island. We found that out. So hopefully, again, I might be the only Ainu Japanese that can't grow a beard. Got shafted, man. Anyways, also, someone who may have felt they got shafted is Ty Felton. So he had been expected to be drafted during day 2, but matriculating down the field, the Vikings eventually snagged him at 102, the final pick of the 3rd round. And Maryland put out a really great video, capturing the emotions. I actually followed Felton throughout the entire draft process, ending at College Park, the combine, the whole draft spiel. And Felton was disappointed, right? And it's great that he turned things around, getting selected. And again, we've talked about this. I love the pageantry of the draft is what it is. The green room, everyone hugging, dapping up Roger Goodell getting booed, all that stuff. But just throwing a party at the house, friends and family around, everyone who's helped you along your way. I mean, they got drafted too. It's great, man. It's beautiful. And now Ty Felton, I actually hope that he takes this as an insult. It's like, I should have been drafted early round 3. I fell to the bottom. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Just put that chip on your shoulder, man. Let's go. Also, let's go. Justin friggin' Jefferson. So I think his over-under for receiving yards next year is 1240, somewhere in there. Over. Yeah. Also, he does have some notable cornerback matchups on the schedule. Jalen Johnson, weeks 1 and 11. A.J. Terrell for the Falcons, who I think that A.J. Terrell is one of the more underrated corners in the game. He's a stud. Absolute monster, man. Denzel Ward, week 5. I don't know. Like, by week 5, is Denzel going to be hurt or have a concussion? It's possible. Like, it just sucks, man. Like, Denzel Ward fully healthy is a bad dude, man. Quinton Mitchell, Cooper DeJean as well. I mean, that's going to be tough against the Eagles week 8. Marlon Humphrey's always there. Also, I respect that Humphrey wears 44. It's a good number. Jair Alexander / safeties. Whatever. Spoon of the Seahawks, week 13. Could get some Reek Woolen as well. Marshawn Lattimore, week 14. No, we've established that Justin Jefferson is Marshawn Lattimore's dad, and Mike Evans is the uncle. That's it. Then Trevon Diggs, week 15. So that just means that Diggs is going to get an interception, but Jefferson's going to have 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. But everyone's going to be like, oh, Diggs got an interception. That's how it works, man. No problem. No corners, no cry. That's right. Also, so I know take everything from NFL notifications and like Dov Kleeman with a grain of salt, but I don't know, like during the dead period this time of year, like the rumors are just fun. Breaking rumor. Well, this is important to the Vikings because they play the Browns in London week 5. There's a buzz growing in Cleveland that they found 2 special, accurate, and hardworking quarterback talents in the 2025 draft. Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are trying to be different than the previous quarterbacks the Browns have had. So now, basically, breaking news. 2 drafted quarterbacks look good at rookie minicamp against air or cornerbacks who can't press, not allowed to press during minicamp, who are likely going to be accountants and plumbers here in a couple of weeks. Great. Yeah. I'm sure Max Brosner looked really good at Vikings rookie camp too. Why not? But I don't know. Like it'd be great back-to-back weeks. Kicking Aaron Rodgers' ass week 4 in Dublin. So then we've kicked Rodgers' ass in 3 separate countries, and then also kicking. Sorry, I screwed up Peter Gabriel, right? Because "Ooh Baby I Love You" Way is Peter Frampton. I don't know a Peter Gabriel song. Or Shedeur Sanders, just like shut it down, man. It's going to be great. Speaking of those international games, if you are so inclined, grab some tickets. Vikings Browns go on sale on May 29th, and then Vikings Steelers, for whatever reason, are on sale later at Croke Park in Dublin. They go on sale June 17th. So get ready to try and beat the bots. It's going to be good. Good times. Also, speaking of good times, so the NFL draft is making its way around. And again, I keep saying that the draft every 5 years should be in New York. Radio City Music Hall. It's good times. But basically, the NFL has showed how much they hate the Vikings because they visited every single NFC North city, Chicago, and then the last 2 years it's been Detroit and Green Bay, but of course no Minneapolis, because why not? But Vikes fan page, the Vikings have been considered as one of 3 locations to host the NFL Combine if it would move from Minneapolis. Ben Gessling mentioned on the Star Tribune podcast. So I completely read this wrong. I thought they were talking about the draft, but the Combine. So I have thoughts about this. Indianapolis, initially, they picked the Indianapolis because they had an inside indoor stadium, RCA Dome, previously known as the Hoosier Dome, and also is a central location, back when that actually mattered travel-wise. I think this started in the 80s. Also, all the infrastructure has been built up around Indianapolis to be good hosts for the Combine. Like the medical hospital is right there. The hotels are right there. Everything is Skyway, so everything works out. St. Elmo Steakhouse, let's go. That shrimp cocktail, fire. If you've ever on a dare just like eaten the whole ball of wasabi they give you at a sushi place, that's basically the baseline for the St. Elmo Steakhouse shrimp cocktail sauce. It's really good, man. Not gonna lie. Also, the steaks are fantastic. But the comment. Why? I understand that they're trying to monetize everything, and they're probably going to get cities to try and bid on this, but I don't get it. Like, Indianapolis is perfectly fine for the Combine. This is not a media event. This is not really a fan event. Like they give away tickets, and I mean it barely fills part of the lower bowl. Like this is just the Combine is just way better on TV. Let's just be honest here. So, I mean, if they what are the other 3 locations, right? So it'd have to be indoor stadium and have to be centralized downtown. So, I mean, what are we talking about? New Orleans, I guess. Like everything's centralized there, indoor stadium. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis would be the other. Others off the top of my head, like L.A., except everything's spread out in L.A. Dallas would not be it because Arlington's in the middle of nowhere. Not Glendale, not whatever. Atlanta. No, it doesn't make sense. Keep the Combine in Indianapolis. Also, so initially I completely read that as the draft coming there, but eventually the draft will come to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's great because downtown, like Minneapolis in spring, it's fantastic, right? And also downtown, tons of hotels, tons of bars, tons of restaurants, tons of things to do. Plus, basically, I mean, the draft is not even at the stadium, right? It's outside the stadium. And the Vikings, they don't have a lot of surface parking lots to erect stuff, but they do have that Commons Park. They do have that open area in front of it. But, by the way, can we have the freaking doors open? Hey, remember when they were building US Bank Stadium and the selling point was like, oh, the world's largest retractable doors. Late in the season, we can have the doors open. I don't think they've had the doors open for a single game. Maybe one, but I don't have that information from me. Also, include the Armory somewhere. I will say this. The Armory is the best venue for concerts in the Twin Cities. First Ave has that nostalgia, but it's packed. It's tight. The X is great. Target Center is fine. US Bank Stadium is terrible. The acoustics are not good. Also, it's almost like, hey, the stadium is half glass and hard surfaces, so the acoustics are just wonderful, right? But I get it because it's really the only place if you want like huge concerts coming through. I understand, but I don't know. Like the entire area down there is ripe for hosting the draft, right? Should be good to go. Anyways, also, this is so funny. So around the NFL, talk about the schedules, and they basically talk about the Packers like, oh, the schedule is so tough. Oh, loaded. Oh, logistically. Oh, I just don't know how they're going to bear it down in Savannah. This is great. Packers will play back-to-back road games 3 different times in 2025, the most they've played in one season since 2019. Now, initially, like that sounds like, well, that's a huge cross to bear. They must be Job with the weight of the world on their shoulders. But this just speaks to the bias that the NFL has towards teams like the Packers, right? Because this is not just referees making egregious calls in national TV in front of everyone. This is just like small, subtle things that add up to big things at the end of the day. So they have back-to-back games: Cleveland, Dallas, and then Cardinals and Steelers, and then later in the season they're at Denver week 15, then at Chicago week 16. That's it. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute. The Vikings have back-to-back road games 4 times in their schedule. So Steelers, Browns, well, they're technically road games, but also they're international games, so I feel like that should count twice. Chargers, Lions, weeks 8 and 9. Then Packers, Seahawks, and then Cowboys and Giants. So the Vikings actually have 4 to 5 games on the road from week 12 to 16. No one makes a big deal about that. And the fact that they're talking about this like, oh, load it's like the Packers are playing 15 road games. No, and also, again, like the subtle biasness that the league has. This three times back-to-back road games, the most they played in one season since 2019. So this has been going on. No one mentions the fact that the Vikings have back-to-back games 4 times this season. And it frankly didn't even occur to me. And I was just like, hey, we don't have 3 road games in a row. That's kind of nice. Never dawned on me. But, of course, just anecdotally, it doesn't always seem like the Packers have high leverage games at home. They have a lot of late season games at home. Every other week is at home. I don't know, but the bias just right in front of us. It's kind of funny. Also kind of funny. So, that viral Justin Jefferson, J.J. McCarthy mic'd up at the Wolves game 5 is great. But, of course, Steph Curry coming over, dapping J.J., Justin friggin' Jefferson, the original J.J., and it's beautiful. But, of course, completely ignoring Jonathan James McCarthy. Now, some people have said, like, oh, he said goodbye afterwards. No, he did not. All right, so Steph Curry coming over, greatness, respects greatness, respect. Steph is probably a top 5 NBA player of all time. I don't think that he is the GOAT. He's certainly in that conversation. Like, MJ's here. LeBron, Steph, somewhere in there. Larry and Magic, somewhere in there. Kobe, somewhere in there. Kareem. Well, I feel like you almost have to put big men in a separate category, right? But that's because you got Will, you got Kareem, you got Hakeem, you got Shaq, you got Bill Russell up there at the top. But the argument for another day. Anyways, but this is like a villain origin story. Like, this is Jonathan James McCarthy just like, Steph Curry didn't say hi to me. Goes out, wins MVPs, wins Super Bowls, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, Steph comes over and say, what's up, JJ? And he's like, oh, no, Justin's over there. Be gone, son of Del, brother of Seth, whatever. Speaking of basketball, so I'm a big fan of audiobooks. Actually, so end of year last year, Audible calculated my time listening to audiobooks. It was 6% of the year, not 6% of waking hours. 6% of the entire year I spent listening to books. Isn't that wild? You think that I'd be smarter? So I'm really listening to the Barkley autobiography right now. Let's see, what's it called? Because he's had a couple. So Barkley, he's had a couple. Pun intended. But Barkley, a biography by Timothy Bella. It's really comprehensive, and going through his Auburn days, there's so many just like jokes about him being fat at Auburn, the round mound of rebound, doughboy, blah blah blah. Like there's so many jokes about his weight. This is comically overweight in the early '80s, which is funny to me. I mean, was no one ready for Roy Tarpley or Oliver Miller or Robert Tractor Trailer, rest in power? I don't know, man. Anyways, that's it. Vikings news up for this beautiful Saturday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.